Tony, you're recording. Whenever you're ready.
Listen, watch your mouth, all right? Relax, okay? I'm over here with these jerk. How's everything? What's going on? I'm new to this whole, YouTube, Instagram thing. But I'm over here with a couple of fellas, mother. How we doing, guys? How's everything? How's everything? Yeah, it's Tony D Comedy. Yeah, Tony D at the... How's everything, guys? I'm with Tony D Comedy. Tony had to take care of some shit. He's getting jammed up. He's going away for a little while. But I'm over here. Anyway, I'm over here with a couple of Goodfellas podcasts, and we're over here. We're having a good time. And if anyone's got a problem with that, you can go, mother. All right. Is this thing on? Who's listening? The FBI? Do they know about the credit card scams? Tony! Oh, yeah, you mother. Hey, how you doing, guys? What's going on? Yeah, Tony's a little jammed up right now, Tony D, so I'm going to be talking on his behalf, all right? I'm over here at the podcast with a couple of good fellas over here. Nice guys, Guys gave me room temperature Pellegrino, but besides that, nice guys, good area. Look at the carpet, nice carpet. I always enjoy a good carpet. When I come into a place and I feel the carpet, I say, you know what? That's a nice carpet, and that's what I like. And they got these couches over here. They sink in. I don't know who the fuck was sitting in here, fat fucking sinking in like a fucking old Cadillac seat. Tell to lose a couple of pounds.
If I could relive my life, I know what I would change. All the times I made you cry, all my faults that caused you pain. I know I'm sorry, it's not big enough to tell you how wrong I've been, but I don't know where to start to live my life without you. You're the one that I love, and I can't go on without you.
What's going on, everyone? Here's another episode of A Couple of Goodfellas podcast. Frank, what's going on?
What's going on, Sal?
All right. Listen, we got a good one today. Really good one. Possibly the new king of Staten Island, in my opinion. This guy's got more personalities than my ex-girlfriend. And everyone, welcome Tony D in the house.
What's up? By the way, do I look here or there?
No, that's your camera, but you could look at us.
Look at you guys.
Yeah. You know what I mean? While we talk, whatever you want. If you want to say something to the people, you talk.
How we doing? A couple of good fellas. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome.
Boys, yeah. Staten Island. I mean, listen, Pete Davidson's a very funny guy. I like Pete Davidson.
No, Pete Davidson is awesome, but listen.
Pete Davidson,
the path you're going on right now.
It's just different styles.
Don't be surprised, bro.
Yeah, no, I've been working really hard on this stuff, man, and honestly, I've always had it in me. It's just this is something like in life with human beings. I've been doing stand-up 10 years, right? I started it in 2013, and then I had like a 2-year hiatus. That's what had to happen. 3 years ago, so like I started in 2013, 2018, I kind of quit. 2020, I had a heart attack and got back into it. I had taken a weed edible, and then it was laced with fentanyl. Next thing you know, I'm fucking in the hospital. I fucked my chin right here. This thing on my chin. Yeah. It's crazy. And yeah, so like that happened, and then it shook me up a little bit. I'm like, what am I doing? I quit comedy. I'm working with my brother Nick in the film business because my brother Nick, he's a director, and I was trying to like look for an easy way out. I'm like, I'm trying to maybe get in here, get in there. But then when that heart attack thing happened, I'm like, you know what? I got to get back to comedy. This is what I was good at. I quit because I was scared of bombing.
Right.
That's the truth. You know what I mean? I was scared of bombing. And one day I'll sell out the Garden, and I was scared of bombing. No, I'm serious. But you'll hear everybody. You'll hear, like, I was doing a show with Attell. I remember Attell talking about bombing with at Governor's at an open mic. Attell telling me that. Right. And it's just very humbling to hear. But from when you guys, how you even know me right now, it's like 3 years ago, I had to start from scratch. I had no followers, no Instagram, no connections in stand-up, barely any connections. So I went back, started doing bringer shows and all that shit, and now I'm here now, and I'm like,
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, I'm sorry, Frank. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, did you just fucking discover Instagram or something? Because you just came out of nowhere, bro. And
like on Instagram. And
and you're just blowing up.
Well, in the last 3 months, I went up like probably I 10x'd.
I was telling Frank, I'm like, he's getting like 20K a week at this point. You know?
No,
what I mean?
You know what? It's crazy because like this is what happened to me when I got back into comedy. My focus was I needed to get back into stand up. I needed to get better at my material because I was doing 20 minutes before I had quit comedy. But stand up is not like sketches
right
online. It's not like a movie. It's live. If you're bombing, you're bombing. If the crowd is not fucking with you, you're not. You're dying inside. So I had to. When I got back into it, my goal was like I need to fucking hone in on the stand up. So I was doing spots every night. I went from doing like one show here, one show there, to like hosting shows and featuring for guys from SNL and on the road with the guy Danny Lopriore, who's like a big podcast guy. He did some shit with the guy Joe Santagato, and it's just like I'm like now I'm like making money doing comedy 3 years in. Now I'm 3 years back in comedy, right? But then my dog gets sick like 6 months ago, and my dog Spike, my boy, it's my boy.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, and I didn't even say this online. I didn't tell nobody. Nobody really even knows about this. But like my dog passed away a month and a half ago, and it was really hard on me.
Sorry.
Yeah, it sucks, bro, because I had him for 10 years. But like 6 months ago, before I started the video, like 4 months ago, I started the videos. 3-4 months ago. My dog really started getting sick, and I needed money. I needed like $10,000-$15,000, to be honest with you, to like go and fully do medical and all this stuff. And I just didn't have the money. And to be honest with you, bro, I've made hundreds of thousands in my life. If I had just done the right thing with the money, I would have had money. You know what I mean? Even without comedy.
Right.
Just from work ethic, stock market. I used to do the ice cream truck business and stuff. I was a hustler. My whole life, hustler. I had my own business when I was 13 years old, bro. I was making $1,000 a week selling ice cream out of my backyard.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is I said to myself 4 months ago, I was like, my dog is sick. I got to make money. I got to try to pop off. And social media it's like winning the lottery, right? In a way, because you can go from nobody to somebody in a year. So I said to myself, I'm going to go hard in a hopes to like try to save my dog. And then also it didn't end up saving him. I ended up putting him down, you know? But I had to go hard, and now I'm feeling like I'm going towards a place where I'm finally going to be in a good place financially one day. You know?
So is stand up where you want to see yourself, or
stand up in movies?
In movies, right? Because I was saying watching your skits, I see you exactly.
That's what I want to be. Like I don't even put captions on my videos.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was telling Frank. I'm like, Frank, this guy is not. I think stand up is a start for him, but
stand up
with all the personalities you have, you're like SNL type material, and I'm not just.
I appreciate you got. I really appreciate you.
It's hard to come up with all these characters on point, and it's like you put the camera
I was
on.
in special ed my whole life. I'm like Rain Man. I'm serious. I was 300 pounds. I used to fucking whip. I'm dead serious. I was 300 pounds.
I don't even know if you're joking. Though.
Hold on, I'll show you a picture. You think I'm kidding around? Hold on. You think I'm fucking with you guys? Zoom in on this. No. No, zoom in on this guy right here. Hold on.
Anza, can you zoom in, please? You have the.
So yeah, this is me.
Oh,
Holy
you look
shit.
nothing like you.
That was me. I was 300 pounds. And
Wow,
I wanted to be a kung fu master. My original dream, when I was like, when I was 9 years old, I moved to Staten Island. Okay, that's when it all started. I was originally from Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. You know,
where I grew up.
Yeah, and if I would have grew up there, I would have been a fucking sand. No, I'm kidding. Okay, no, I'm kidding. I still am. I'm an Arab, but
You're Arabic?
100%.
Frank, get the fuck out of here. You kidding?
Get this, hold on, Frank. Turns out this fucking guy's an Arab.
Fucking Arab. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Check his car.
Get this fucking sand out of here.
Check the car. Check the car.
No. I can't get canceled because I'm Arabic. I'm allowed to say that. I can say it as long as this is the
But that's
same.
another thing about you. Like you
I
played.
was raised by the mob.
But you play the Spanish guy. You play the.
I was raised around the Spanish people.
I couldn't figure out what culture.
The truth is, I truly believe this. When people ask me, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm a New Yorker, right? I'm a New Yorker, but I'm also like my family is like the United Nations. I was raised by Italians, Jews, Arabs, Hispanic, and not only did I was raised by these people, I embraced the cultures.
Right.
I embraced the Chinese. I actually wanted to go to China, and it's funny. I make jokes about Korea and Koreans, and honestly, I love all cultures. All jokes aside,
Yeah.
all jokes aside, I love all cultures, and I. It's funny because my buddy's Korean. He's like, "Oh, how come you always throw in these Korean references on your thing? What's your problem?" I'm like, "Dude, I got no problem with the Koreans. Yeah. I just feel like they've been losing market share to the Chinese lately, and I'm trying to get them back on the map. So I'm trying to brand awareness."
Yeah.
As a joke.
That's freaking awesome.
But it's just stupid, But yeah, no, my when I was like 9 years old, I moved to Staten Island, and immediately I was all about the money. I want to make money. I'm like a fucking, I was a hustler, bro. And I was good at fucking with people. And this is fucked up. I used to write like a fake document and make like a whole charity thing that I would have created. I created a fake charity, and I would like every $20 I save helps keep a baby alive.
You told me I ain't signing shit.
Oh my God. The first video I saw of you where media like, oh, this guy's freaking on point was you are in the middle of the highway on the street. You're in a construction barrier. You're like, hey, what's up, jerk off? What are you looking at? You never saw a comb before? I was dying. I'm like,
you're just doing that, right?
So you just show up.
So this is what I do. I'm a big what makes a movie important? Like what makes a movie valuable? Like what gives a movie life?
Natural when it's
production value. Right. What's production value? It costs money.
Yeah.
It costs money to create an environment that looks like for instance, a construction site. There's thousands of dollars going into making that appear as if it's real, because it's real. There's equipment coming in. There's guys working. There's guys on the payroll. You can't recreate that with actors. So I take a live scenario, okay? And this is my technique. Anyone copies me, I go, fuck no. I started this. No, but the truth is I take a live situation. Let's say her mother's in the backyard. She's, what the, how come you know the cara de crepe leaves? How come you know do that? And I come over there and I start playing the old Italian dad behind her. She's real and I'm pretending, but it's giving it more.
You just jump in and do it.
Giving it more legitimacy.
Has anybody told you, and this is my opinion, and hopefully you don't get offended, some people do. When I look at you and I see the way you act, it reminds me of Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's funny. I actually, it's funny. I met Sandler twice, but both times I met him, I was wearing a mask. Didn't even get to see me. Yeah, it was 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. It was during the pandemic. And yeah, it was the movie Hustler. What's the movie he did? Hustler? Or Hustle with the basketball stuff?
Oh man.
No, not that movie.
It was a basketball movie.
Basketball one.
Hey Siri, what is the Adam Sandler basketball movie he recently did?
She ain't even telling you.
Hustle. The movie's called Hustle. So he is very big fan of the Valducci's Pizza Truck. You've heard of Valducci's Pizza?
Yes, I have.
So Valducci's Pizza is a guy that lives in my neighborhood. Great pizza truck. I also work that truck. I used to do the pizza truck. I'm a very good worker, bro. Like when I tell you I am a fucking, when I play the construction guy, I'm a construction guy. When I play the Mexican guy, I'm a Mexican line cook. I've really done all these jobs, and that's why I've done every job. And that's why my videos are so good, because I actually have lived these lives and I'm not faking it. It's real.
Sometimes I see you jump into a real situation and you see real people's reactions.
Yeah.
Which makes it hysterical.
Oh, I love that
the
stuff.
way you play it.
I don't like to do pranks too much. I really want to showcase myself as the whole reason why I never did social media early on is because I was always very particular about how I wanted to be perceived. I didn't know the direction I wanted to go on social media, so I didn't just want to throw anything out there. I knew I could do the voices, I knew I could do the characters, but I didn't know the direction. I also didn't have the confidence that I have now. The 3 years back in comedy, when I died and came back to life, I was reborn like a different person. I was more hungry, more aggressive. When my dog was dying, it lit a fire under me. Like, how am I 33 years old and down all this money? I'm down 100,000, 150,000 in a Chinese stock. I'm fully invested in China. So if anyone says I have a problem with China, I'm literally all in on China right now. You know what I mean? They're talking about war with China. I'm like, no. We got to figure this out. What war with China? Yeah, we got to talk to Xi Jinping. We got to get this fucking figured out.
I'll be honest with you, Tony. You're starting this whole thing on social media. I was talking about this with Frank earlier when it's already all saturated. It's starting it at the hardest time. Like everyone started during COVID. Everyone just blew up during COVID.
Oh my God.
You started after where it's already saturated and you're blowing up, I believe, in the hardest time on it.
I appreciate that. I never even thought about that.
You know what I mean? Because everyone is trying to go at it because shit,
I
let me
never
jump
even
on
thought
social
about
media.
that.
And you have been blowing up, I believe, at the hardest time, bro.
Thank you, bro. I mean, that's a good point. You know, I say to myself, like, I really just do what I truly think is funny. I don't copy anybody. There's a lot of fucking copycats out here, bro. It's like, it's crazy. Yeah. I just try to keep it always fresh and original. I try to make this fun. And I'm finally at the point where I could say, after 10 years of doing comedy, that I like literally quit all my jobs. I'm just doing this now. I'm content creating, making these little videos. I'm writing scripts, preparing to work with my brother on movies. I'm auditioning for roles like on TV casting,
That's awesome.
like Netflix TV shows. All within the last month, everything started coming in.
And it's gonna keep coming in.
Getting laid, you know what I'm saying? That hasn't happened in a while. Woo! Almost 3 years I went, you know. It's too long. Listen, I know your wife is here, but no, but it's the truth. You know, when I had that heart attack, I'm not even embarrassed. Listen, I'm a good-looking kid. I have confidence. I've had girlfriends. I've had chicks I've hooked up with. But like when I died and I had that heart attack, I came back into comedy saying to myself, I am going at this with everything I have, and I'm not focusing on anything. So I worked as a waiter, barely made enough money as a waiter, sold tickets outside in the freezing cold, ran around. I was like a jerk off because when I started comedy again, nobody gave a fuck that I opened for Sam Morril and Mark Norman 8 years ago. Nobody cared that Ramy Youssef from the Ramy Youssef show, he came up to me 2000. Nobody cares about any of your things that happened in the past. When you quit something, you start from scratch. And bro, I had to fucking fight for it. And it's been like, you know,
it's showing now, bro.
I'm really hungry for this shit.
It really is showing. You could tell how hungry you are.
Because my parents didn't believe me. My whole family, even like my mafioso, like I was raised around a lot of mafia people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's just say I have an Uncle Paulie. It's not his real name. But
You don't.
I was saying he gave me the sweater. You know what I mean? What you fucking mad?
Paulie!
Hey, yo! No, because growing up, they used to be like, Tom, where are you from in Italy? I'm like, God, Joey. Yeah, I'm from the north up there. Where they got the camels in Italy? I'm from the, where they got the camels? The North Middle East. They're like, what camels you talking about? No, but the truth is, I was like that guy that was like Arab that worked for the Italians, and they didn't even know that I wasn't. They just assumed, Tony, like my dad looks like, bro. You guys see what my dad looks like? Fuck, dad looks like he works with the mafia.
Bro, I was born in Sicily, so I did the 23andMe, and I found out I'm part Arab. I'm like 7% Arab, bro.
This was me at my best shape.
Oh shit!
It's crazy. I was in Dude, I'm telling you, I was doing kung fu. That's what I was a kung fu man. I wanted to be a kung fu master. Well, after I started doing my Chinese characters, I had this one character. He runs a dojo. For the longest time, everybody want to do the ancient form of the kung fu. We have the crouching tiger, hidden Jesus. I start playing a whole. You'll see.
So Tony, while you look for that picture, I have a question. Out of all these characters you play that I've seen on social media,
are any of them homosexual? Yes. No,
which one do you enjoy most?
I don't want to insult any of them because they are real living people in my brain, but no, I'm kidding. They're all alive in here. You don't even I'll start fighting on my way home with myself. No, I'd say it really just depends. The Italian guy that I do, when I do him, I become almost demented. To the point where I think I can kill somebody. I gotta be honest with you. I get real fucking aggravated, and I can almost feel the sciatica comes in from here, and then my back gets stiffens up. I start getting out. I'm like, Marie, do me a favor, call that fucking Korean guy, get that guy down here, fix the fucking pipes, all right? If I fucking have an aneurysm over here, and I start getting really aggravated. I start fucking, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. When I do that character, I've watched people growing up, like, get into a problem with somebody, pick up a wine bottle and fucking smash it on somebody's head.
Yeah.
So I embody that mentally. Because when you're acting, if you want me to be completely honest with you, there has to be some kind of chemical change that goes on in your brain.
You have to.
If you really want to, like when I become the British guy, right? Let's say I'm doing the British character. It's like, yeah, you start putting the glasses on and then you start looking at things, and you're slightly more perplexed. You're looking at, you're like, is that a light? I'm not sure if it's a light. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But if it's not a light, we got to get down to the bottom of what that thing is, because right now it's freaking me out and it's not making me feel comfortable. And, you know, you start getting a little more, you know, then it's like, hey, Danny, what's wrong with you? Are you fucking stupid, Danny? I told you to get the fucking dog. You lost your fucking, and then you got like I came here from the Cambridge of England with the Queen. We wrestled bears, and there was a joyous time in the river. You know, like there's like that old
awesome.
English.
That was awesome.
And you got like the Irish. It's like, my friend, you know, the Irish people are very subtle. The thing about the Irish is we've got to get a bottle of whiskey down every night. You know, I come from Dublin, Ireland, and yeah, I do sound like a broken Conor McGregor, but listen, it's at least a decent Irish, you know. So
That was awesome. Holy shit, that was great.
then you do like the Spanish, you know, my friend. Me from the Dominican Republic, okay? I know, listen to me. Okay? She was pregnant before I seen her, okay? I go there, it's not my kid, okay? I wanna see the blood work, my friend, please, okay? I wanna see the blood work over here because this is not my baby, okay?
I know shit.
You gotta add that. That's it.
That's it.
That's it, my friend, it's no problem.
That's it. Oh, that
Yeah,
was
like
awesome.
the Mexican guys sing their words like, no mames, güey, órale, vato, ¿cómo estás, mi amigo? Mi mexicano, güey, tú eres tan pendejo. Like, it's like more singing.
Yeah. So that was great. You're trying to tell me you don't own a construction company? Because the whole time when Silvio was here, I was like, wait, he owns a construction company, right? He goes, no, he just goes in the sites and he just starts.
This is the thing.
Operating the lifts.
I'm going to talk about this. I was talking about this on stage the other day as a stand-up bit. Staten Island, you got this weird dynamic in Staten Island. It's honestly one of my favorite. I'm so blessed that I was raised there because it's got the right amount of racism. You know what I'm saying? Once you look past the segregation and the racism, it's got some of the best pizza around. I gotta be honest with you.
It does.
And you know, it's got like, there's nothing like knowing your neighbor is a Republican with a gun ready to just pop off on somebody. No, like, I'm kidding. But all jokes aside, if Staten Island, I'm sorry, no politics. I forgot that. Cut that. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Cut it out. Cut that point out. So you like, oh, it's a construction company. What am I doing? Am I doing illegal stuff? So when I started, I was technically I'm a very well-known kid on Staten Island. Before I became famous on social media or whatever you call that, before the social media started popping, I was already known as the kid from the ice cream truck. Did for 12 years. I was on and off on the ice cream, 12 years.
See, I like that. You're humble.
Yeah.
And you got to always be humble, bro.
I did that, and then I also did the waiting tables at the diner. Everybody knew me. I was a hustler.
Yeah.
So I was always around, local kid. So that in itself gave me a certain amount of connections. And then I also have balls too. I don't care. By the time I'm in and out of a construction site, as long as you own it, I'm in and out. I filmed I'm 6 scenes in.
Tony sent me.
I go and listen, in Staten Island, technically I'm hijacking a multi-million-dollar operation. You know what I'm saying? I'm hijacking, I'm probably at least a felony for sure, right? But on Staten Island, if you did that in Louisiana, the fucking National Guard would come down if I'm driving an excavator on the highway or something like that. And I hijacked it. Imagine that. The fucking National Guard. But on Staten Island, they'd be like, that's Jimmy's cousin. He's fucking around with the excavator. Yeah, don't worry
So
about it.
those videos that you're showing up and you're on camera and you're telling
Those
me,
are
yo,
all
Jimmy,
real.
those are all real.
Those are all real.
Those,
I
that's
don't prep.
great.
I don't do anything fake.
That's awesome. Like just the other day where I saw when you asked those guys, I can't even fucking think about it.
Which one?
They were sitting at and you're like, yeah, I'm doing the construction on the road over there. I'm looking for this guy.
Oh,
I think they
the
work.
rest stop.
Yeah, at the rest
I
stop.
actually went there just to take a shit, and while I was in there, I pressed record. I was like, I started fucking with, bro. I
You see
fuck
that
with
one?
people every day, no matter where I am, whether there's a camera or not.
The guy today was just sitting on a launch and he starts following
this
the guy
guy.
on the launch.
The one that got me, and Tony, this one was good. You were just changing by your car, and a guy thought he recognized you, and you were suddenly from
Oh.
a corrections officer who
yeah.
got fired. The shit that he was saying, I was dead.
I'm just very good at keeping, because as long as you don't pause, as long as you're thinking your words, it's like rapping freestyle. You're thinking of what you're saying before you say it, and you're saying it in a tone that you can continue to talk to hold confidence.
Yeah.
It's like a thing. It's like you gotta think about what you're saying, and then also like in the moment continue.
See, when it comes to stand up is always, it's not only about jokes.
That's what I'm good at.
It's not only about jokes, it's about delivery. Obviously, you have the delivery. People could have as many jokes as they
the
can.
little clips I put up online.
But yeah, the delivery of the way you deliver the joke makes it huge.
And
now,
you know what's funny is
what has been your lowest and highest point so far doing stand up?
I mean, yeah, I've done the King's Theater. How about this? I actually so my lowest point, I don't know, man. You know, actually, so like 2016 or 15 or something like that. I was in the comic strip live.
Okay.
I did a really cool show with Rami Youssef, who came up to me after the show. He was like, dude, you were really funny. He gave me his number, but I was such an arrogant prick. I didn't even think of anything of it. Rami was a really nice kid. He's super, you know, Rami, we used for
Yeah.
super talented fucking kids. You know, he's a star now. He's fucking making movies and, you know, he's killing. I actually reached out to him when I got back into it, you know, but what's he going to do? He's already at a different level.
Yeah.
So, but that was really cool. And then, you know, then I had some really bad bombs, it made me lose my confidence because I was just so, before I stopped comedy, I was very like, I did it for 3 days. I didn't do it for 2 days. I did it for a day. I would kill, I would bomb, I would kill, I would bomb. I was doing it every week. But my confidence was very shaky. I didn't know what was going to happen when I got on stage. I didn't have the confidence to like bring them back if it went south.
Yeah.
So when I got back into comedy, it's actually been progressively getting better and better to the point where like, you know, like 95% of the time I do very, very well.
That's awesome.
Now.
That's great.
Before it was a 50-50.
And I think it's a confidence buildup that you got from social media. Now, when you go behind stage, I think that helps.
Before the social media thing, honestly, to be honest with you, though, it doesn't, though. Oh, the best moment I ever had in comedy was probably a month and a half ago. I opened for this guy, Mike Finoia. This guy's gonna be bad. He's gonna be mad famous one day, bro. He's already doing well for himself. He's touring around the country. But Mike Finoia, he was a headliner at Governors. He's a writer on a Practical Jokers for a couple of seasons.
Okay.
Yeah, real funny guy. He's got a show at New York Comedy Club. I met him through Governor's Comedy Club. I opened for him, and he hits me up, and he's like, yo, I have my show after the fourth time, because this is how comedy works. You could be as famous as you want on social media. I have the respect of stand-up comedians before I popped on social media. Okay. People respected my stand-up hustle. Then they respected it. Forget about people that don't know me. People that actually know me in comedy, like Chappelle's opener. You know, this guy, Marshall Brennan, we're friends. He knows me. We talk, you know, we talk sometimes and stuff. What I'm saying is, I know Schultz's openers. I see these guys. I know the guy that opens for Akash Singh. He's one of my best friends, Matt McCoy. You get the respect of people in the community, and then you grow from there. Because if you're a social media guy and you come into stand-up,
it's different.
It's much different. You might be selling shit out, but they might not respect you right off the bat.
Yeah, and
because like, who the fuck's this jerk off?
Exactly.
We all worked our ass off to get here.
Right.
And now this guy's gonna think he's gonna just come up.
But how many comedians have all of a sudden in the past 4 years just blossomed out of nowhere?
Not even all comedians though.
Look at what's his name? I always forget his name.
Schultz?
Yeah, I saw him on stage. Yeah.
Oh, Schultz is great. You had Schultz here?
No.
Not Schultz. We had
Schultz is hilarious.
We had Anthony Rodia, Eric on here.
Rodia's hilarious.
Yeah, Rodia's awesome.
Bro, that was one time I bombed actually at Governor's. I didn't bomb, but I didn't have a good set. And it's actually I'm not like tooting my own horn, but Governor's I usually crush every time.
Yeah.
The one time Rodia first sees me, I had like a very weak set. And it was funny because like he murdered. So it was a tough follow, and it was like my first year back into comedy when I followed Rodia, and I just couldn't do it. It just didn't. He murdered.
Yeah.
But it was also the crowd was a little racist when I said I was Arab. I lost them. Sometimes it happens like that,
Really?
bro.
That's crazy though. It's like
When you go to Republican But the best moment I've ever had in comedy so far, by far, best moment was a month ago. Mike Fenoya, that guy, asked me to host a show in New York Comedy Club, and Attell was on the show. Dave Attell, Sal Volcano.
Oh,
Sal Volcano was on the show.
Love that guy.
Yeah, Matt, funny dude, Staten Island guy. But Attell closed it out. I had a really good set hosting, which was knock on wood. I had a good set because I normally have good sets, but I'm saying it was exceptionally a good set. So the crowd was really on my side. The whole list of comics goes up. Attell closes it out. The show's going really strong the whole time. Attell murders at the end. Murders. Room was filled with like 60 people, and the waiter needed more time. So what happened? They're like, yo, you gotta get back on stage, do a little check spot. I was like, bro, after Attell? I'm gonna follow Attell. I just did 15 off the top, and now I go back. Bro, I'm up there. 5 minutes goes by. I'm doing really well. I'm trying new stuff because it's the new joke night. I'm trying new stuff. I'm doing stuff. They're riding the wave. They're still fucking with me. I'm like, wow, this is cool. 10 minutes goes by. Now I'm looking for the light. I'm like, okay, well, I'm starting to run out of ideas now because I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't. Not that I can't do the time, but I just wasn't prepared to do the time. I use a lot of my most powerful jokes up front, thinking that it wasn't gonna go back on. Well, anyway, so then I'm up there for 20 fucking minutes, bro.
Jesus.
Following Attell. And I did really well. Halfway through, I was like, yo, what do you guys got me doing? A half hour after Attell? And the crowd loosened up even more. And now they're really giving me some breaks because like they're like, oh, give him some credit. He's following Dave Attell. Right. And that was a good moment for me because I'm like, bro, I couldn't believe I did that because like he's somebody I really respect. And to follow him means that you just like, it's good. You know what I mean?
Speaking of Attell or any comedians, who do you look up to the most?
There's a lot of guys, man, in this business that are not stupid famous yet, that are funnier than some of the most famous people you know.
And a lot of guys that are really funny. I'm gonna.
There's a lot.
Rodea shout out. Rodea is very humble. Like for example, we had him on here.
Bro.
He's funny, but we had him on here. He interacts with all his fans. He interacts with everybody that comments on the stuff, on the clips that we posted. And that's important, bro.
I do too.
Because people will remember it. People remember you got to be humble with this because you don't know where you started from.
I try to interact with everybody, but it's just hard, bro. Because sometimes you got to put people. Like I'm sorry, I can't answer all my messages, bro. I just can't.
You can't. I know.
I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not trying to be like there's thousands of messages, bro.
Yeah. People
message me about how I remind them of their dead husband and how I remind them of this and how I remind. It's funny, like it's just. But the thing is, there's so many comics that I respect. I mean, like everybody, bro. Like Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, Chappelle, everybody, all these guys. Mike Epps is hilarious. Like the guy, the kid Marcelo Hernandez, my friend Alex Carabano.
Yeah, I
have so many people. There's so many talented people. What it comes down to is how hard you push.
Yeah. How
broad you can be. Like I speak Arabic fluent. I don't even have a huge Arab following. They wait until the Arabs know that I'm Arab. But I'm trying to like, for the longest time, I know we're not talking politics, I know we're not, but listen, for the longest time, everybody wants you to pick a side, pick this, pick that in life or whatever. But like, what happened to just being a human being and being like, hey, fuck it, I just want to be, why can't I get along with everybody? What happens if I speak Arabic fluent? I speak Spanish pretty well. I'm learning some more Greek. I'm learning some more Russian, but I can speak a little Greek, like Elatikanis Kalimera. Some Russian guy comes in, Как дела? Хорошо, спасибо. Hebrew guy comes, Marishma, Biseda. I'm from Palestinian. No, I'm Israeli. What's up, Marishma? Like
you can pull off Israeli also.
That's
Holy
the thing.
shit! You look like every fucking nationality out there. It's insane.
That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be the comic that appeals to everybody. I don't do politics. I don't do religion. I have a cross because I believe in God, and I'm actually getting something custom made. I'm not going to talk about it until I get it, copyright it, because you motherfuckers steal shit out here. But I'm getting a custom pendant with everything blended in one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Be cool, yeah.
You just said it. We'll edit it out.
Edit it out. To you guys, it's all right.
Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Probably in handcuffs, indicted somewhere at some point.
No, because on the phone, you told me something about social media. You said you told me
A year from now, you're saying?
You said you texted me on the phone in 4 years I'm gonna have 1 million followers.
Oh, maybe quicker. Who knows?
Forget about social media, but in life with the acting or the comedian, where do you
I
think?
want to go down as one of the greats.
There you go. You gotta look up. You gotta aim high.
When I look at listen, I try to be humble, but I walk around, and if I could be honest with you, I see things from like an out of body perspective.
Yeah.
I watch everybody do their thing, and I see the world as just a completely different operation. And I don't know. I think that the world just needs to laugh, man, have a good time. I'm just trying to bring joy. I'm trying to bring back the silliness in comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stop being so politically correct. Let's just be silly. Let's all laugh at each other's stereotypes. Let's all you know what I mean? Like, what happened to just being,
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think if you
agree
can
with
speak each language, like to the point where you can conversate with each culture, like a Filipino. My mother, she was a nurse, but now I'm working in a diner. When I do that accent to the Filipinos, they fucking love it.
Yeah.
Why is a white lady named Karen gonna tell me what accent I can't do? Fuck you and fuck your fucking perm. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You know what I mean? Definitely lost it along the way for sure.
No, but where you said you grew up in Bay Ridge. I mean,
No, I grew up in Staten Island. Staten Island is like my home.
what, you were born in Bay Ridge?
Born in Bay Ridge, yeah.
Oh, okay, you grew up in Staten Island.
Of course, because my, fucking Arabs, they from Bay Ridge. Fucking places, one big halal cart. Fucking Bay Ridge. Fucking
Oh
bunch
my
of
god, the
Arabs.
video of you in the halal club the other night. I was like, did you just walk in there? Did you
I
just
walked
walk
in
in
the
there?
guy, I'm like, حبيبي شو الاخبار اهلا وسهلا اسمع بدي اتصور اشي هون هلا. I'm like, I want to film something real quick over here. He's like, okay, no problem, brother. You YouTuber, no problem, Brother, no problem. You want to do video, make video, no problem. حبيبي, make video.
Oh
خلاص.
my god, that's
اتفضل.
awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
So like Italian, Arabic. You're good with like Sunday sauce with ox cheese. Right?
I make, bro, I'm telling you, I make everything. I make everything.
Do you still get the nerves when you get on stage, or you past that?
I do from time to time in moments for split seconds. It's something like, it's like you got to suppress it, but I don't really. I got to be honest with you. I'm very grounded in my life and like the road that has led me to, like, I haven't even got into telling you, dude. My life is crazy. My actual story. I mean, I'm Arab. I speak Spanish. My mom was in the church. My neighbors in the mob. Like, I lived the life of a comedian. Like that's the greatest story I think is around. One of the greatest.
Yeah.
So when I think about that, think about 38 first cousins we have. Everyone's a doctor and a lawyer.
Right.
But my brother and me were both in special ed. My dad was a pothead, and now we're in the film business. So it just makes me think of like all these things. So when I get on stage, I'm like, I'm the guy. I have to like talk to myself sometimes and remind myself along the way, but I don't get nervous, bro. I don't. And when I do get nervous, I just fucking push it down.
Yeah.
And I get that first joke out.
And that first laugh, as soon as you hear
But
that laugh.
I don't get nervous anymore because I get up a lot.
Yeah.
Lately, it's been slowing down a little bit because I've been focused on the content, but I'm going to start touring again. The key thing not to get nervous is to just get up a lot.
Is that your goal to tour? Start touring?
Yeah, I want to tour around the world. I want to do worldwide tours, sell out theaters, sell out the Garden one day, get into movies.
You know that's going to come sooner than later. I mean, you're growing at a pace.
Right.
I'm not even trying to blow your head up. It's just the numbers are there. I mean, you're not buying followers like some people do. You're growing because...
Literally, I haven't even checked my Instagram in like an hour since I've been here. I haven't even checked it. What I'm saying is like just the way when it loads up, it's just every time.
Because, and I said, you started at
100, right?
it started at a tough time. You started...
50, 100, 26. Like it just always.
That's
You're
great.
slacking.
I
You're
mean,
slacking.
that's where you're at because you literally showed up out of nowhere. People just like, who the hell is this guy?
Again, not out of nowhere.
Well, on
Look for
social media. On social media, what I mean.
That's what people don't realize.
Because I went deep into looking at your stuff.
I want
And
to show you something. 1 second.
Take your time. Don't rush. All right, don't rush.
2018.
And do me a favor. hold
25-minute
the
sets.
while you're driving, all right?
Closing strong.
do you write a lot of your stuff? Do you write anything down?
To be honest with you, that's one thing about me is I'm a very lazy comic. I have a lot of natural ability. I'm not a lazy comic, but I have a very weird way of the way I process things, and I'm very like
I don't think you're the type that needs to write shit down. To be honest,
I do need to write. Everybody needs to write. Every comic that does stand up professionally needs to write.
Yeah.
But down the road, I could have writers and stuff. But I have to start now that I'm making more money in comedy. I'm making money on social media. I'm making money from just different things now that I'm full time here. I won't be doing the diner no more. I'll have more time to write, and yeah, I have to write. I have to write more. I have to. It takes a lot of effort to do comedy.
Tony, before we end this, I need you to go up to that camera.
Yeah.
I need you to smack it. You got to give it a
Yeah?
fucking smack. Just don't break the camera.
Who's doing the camera?
Right there. Just that camera right there. And just give it a fucking, like, udumpolone, we say it in Sicilian.
Who's operating the camera? Huh? What I tell you, huh? What I tell you about the wife?
Listen, we're going to end it here. Tony D, listen, you definitely did not see the last of this guy. We really appreciate you coming on, bro.
Come on.
Just
Don't
remember
forget about
us.
us.
Do
Come
not.
on, stop.
Please don't forget about us
I'm
because
not
it's a
forgetting-
pleasure. You're awesome. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing your next step.
Dude, I appreciate it. Listen, I'm just a regular guy from Staten Island, bro. I'm never gonna change. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna change. I'm always gonna be the same guy from Staten Island. You know what I mean? I am gonna change my number though. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, everyone's gonna start calling you now. Hey, what's up, bro? Remember me? Gonna get some tickets?
Some guy's like, yo, you forget me? I'm like, what do you mean forget you? You owe me $300. What are you talking about? Forget me? You fucking owe me money, you prick.
Well, I wish you lots of luck, bro.
No, it's gonna come together. Can I get another water?
Yeah.
He left.
Good
He
night.
left us.
Good night,
everybody.
Good night, everyone.